is enough said.
Happy Friday, Heat Nation! Your boy Ernest here, back with another Miami Heat Talk video. You know I'm in a great mood, you guys. It's Friday, the weekend is here. Please show some love by dropping a like. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Now we're gonna rock and roll on another Miami Heat Talk adventure because today we are doing part 4 of the Miami Heat player profile, where I individually take players from the Miami Heat and I explain to you guys where I feel they're going to benefit us from this season. Now, today, we talking about boy wonder, my man, Tyler Herro. Now, before we get started, you guys, little response to some of the people in the comments from the previous videos. I know that the Miami Heat fans are torn with Tyler Herro. You have half of the Heat fans hating Tyler Herro, clamoring to trade him, to get him off this team. But then you have the other side of Heat fans that love Tyler Herro, that think that he is an incredible player, he's super beneficial on this team, and he can help Miami get to where they need. Now, Tyler Herro has played 5 seasons in the Miami Heat, and in those 5 seasons, he's been very consistent. You know, from his rookie season, being a guy that comes off the bench, averaging 13.5 points a game, to his 2022 season where he won 6th Man of the Year, where he broke out, averaged almost 21 points a game, 40% from the three-point line. And ever since the 2022 season, he's been very consistent with those averages. The last 3 seasons with the Miami Heat, he's hovering around 20.5 points a game, 5 rebounds, 4 assists, averages about, I want to say, 39% from the three-point line. Now, he does shoot very low from the field. He usually averages about 43 to 44% from the field. Not terrible, but it shows you that some of the decisions that he makes aren't really the best. Now, as good as Tyler Herro's numbers are, there have been some issues with Tyler Herro on this Miami Heat team. The first one is health. Tyler Herro has never played a full 82-game season. The most games that Tyler Herro has played was was 2 years ago during the 2022-2023 season. He played 67 games. So he still missed about 15 games for the season. 67 games is a lot, but for a guy in his early 20s, you know, he came to the Miami Heat when he was 19 years old. He's 24 now. The fact that he hasn't even been able to give you one season with 70 games shows that Tyler Herro is developing this injury label. You know, he's developing this stigma about himself where injuries basically hamper him every season. He's injury prone. Last season, Tyler Herro only played half of the season, 42 games. Averaged about almost 21 points a game. You know, his regular averages, 40% from the three-point line, 5.3 rebounds, 4.5 assists. Look, the numbers are there, you guys. Tyler Herro is a fantastic NBA player. Throughout his career, he's averaged about 18.1 points a game, 38% from the three-point line, 5 rebounds, 4 assists. I mean, when you say these numbers out loud, this is a very good NBA player. But there's a few things about Tyler Herro's game that kind of, I don't want to say deters this Miami Heat roster, but it poses some issues. First and foremost, you traded for a guy last year, Terry Rozier, who basically plays the same way as Tyler Herro. So I don't want to say that was bad on the front office to do that, because I'm sure a lot of people would prefer Terry Rozier over Kyle Lowry, but they're different types of point guards. Kyle Lowry's a floor general. Terry Rozier isn't really. So Tyler Herro has to either change his game if he wants to start on this roster, or he needs to come off the bench and be the 6th man. A lot of people, like I noticed in the last video when I said Tyler Herro should come off the bench and Terry should start, I got attacked by some fans. People are telling me to keep Tyler Herro's name out of my mouth. People are telling me that Tyler Herro is going to be a starter. That's fine, you guys. But the comment that I made yesterday about that, you have a lot of players out there who are ball dominant. If you're going to have a starting lineup with Bam Adebayo, Jimmy Butler, Tyler Herro, and Terry Rozier, That's 4 players, and you have to think about one basketball. So the reason why I said Tyler Herro should come off the bench, because in my opinion, it works. If you start Haywood Highsmith as the starting shooting guard, now you have a defensive-minded player who's a 3-and-D level type of player. Haywood Highsmith can guard multiple positions out there and can allow flexibility for guys like Tyler Herro and Jimmy Butler to play their game. But when Tyler Herro's out there, a few things happen. Your defensive end gets knocked down. So that becomes an issue, because now with Tyler Herro and Terry Rozier in the backcourt, you don't really have anybody who's a premier defender. Then the other issue is during offense, Tyler Herro likes to create with the ball in his hand. He's an isolation player that loves the pick and roll. When he's out there with Jimmy Butler and Terry Rozier, when he plays that game, Terry Rozier and Jimmy Butler aren't known for their shooting. So they're just going to stand in the corner, and you know as a player, you don't really have to cover them tight. You keep your eye on Tyler Herro. He goes down for the floater, throws that little floater, and what have we seen? Players just leave their foot down there and Tyler steps on it and gets injured. I think if Tyler Herro wants to be a part of this starting lineup, he needs to change his offense while he's out there with Jimmy Butler, Terry Rozier, and Bam Adebayo. I'm not saying it can't work. I'm saying that if he wants to be a starter, he has to change his game a little bit. Not all game. Just when you're out there with these certain players. Because instead of being an isolation, ball-dominant player during the starting unit, he needs to be more of a shooter. He needs to be able to catch and shoot. He needs to be able, kind of similar to what Duncan Robinson does, what Ray Allen did, what Richard Hamilton did. If Tyler Herro can get his offense to that level, not being a guy that needs the ball on the isolation in the top of the key and create a floater, get open. Allow Terry Rozier to get the ball. Create some screens like Reggie Miller used to do. Richard Hamilton, Ray Allen. Get open and hit the shot. Tyler Herro averaged 44% from the three-point line last season with catch and shooting. He can do it. He's one of the most prolific three-point shooters in the NBA. But the thing with Tyler Herro, the thing that I constantly think about Tyler Herro, it has nothing to do with his game. It's a mentality thing. I feel that Tyler Herro on this Heat roster feels like, I'm the baddest player. Remember, this is a guy that a few years ago said that he was on the same level as players like Trae Young, Luka Doncic, John Morant. That didn't really age well, because look at it now. So if Tyler Herro wants to be a prolific player, wants to be a guy that is known as a prolific basketball player in this NBA, he has to be able to change his game. He has to be able to do different things. He can't just be a one-trick pony. You also got to develop a better defense. Now, I will say this. Tyler Herro has been improving on his defense. Last year, you saw strides of Tyler Herro getting better. A few years ago, he was guarding Steph Curry, and it was embarrassing how Steph Curry just destroyed him. But now he's starting to stay with these guys. But you need him to develop more defensively. You need him to get better. The great thing about this, you guys, Tyler Herro's only 24 years old. He still has a lot of time to develop. He still has a lot of growth to do. And on this Miami Heat roster, he can be something special. He just needs to have a mentality of the team first rather than Tyler Herro first. I feel sometimes Tyler Herro wants to be an all-star, an all-NBA player, a guy that's about me, rather than how can we win. Now, I'm not in the team. This is not something that I know 100%, but it's something that you see. You hear interviews. You see the way that he plays. You kind of think to yourself, is he really a team guy? So we're going to see that this season. Now, I say that, ladies and gentlemen, not bashing Tyler Herro, not saying that what he's doing is wrong. You got to remember, he's 24 years old. He has a different mindset than some of these other players. It's not bad. I'm just saying that maybe it's not the best fit on this team. I think Tyler Herro's best fit on this team is as the sixth man. And the reason why I'm saying that is not because I feel Tyler Herro can't cut it in the starting unit. It's because there's just too many players that score the ball in the starting lineup. So if you have Tyler Herro as the sixth man coming off the bench, what are you going to get? You're going to get one of the most prolific scorers in the NBA coming out and dominating the second unit. Remember, guys, in 2022, a main reason why the Heat were able to keep their first seed was because when Tyler Herro came off the bench and the Heat were leading by like 2 or 3, he would whoop ass and put the Heat up by 10 because he's playing the second unit, which he's way better than. This is very similar to Manu Ginobili when he was with the San Antonio Spurs. Manu Ginobili was an all-star level player, but he became a sixth man because of the betterment of the team. Now, is Tyler Herro coming off the bench for the Miami Heat the betterment of the team? Or is Tyler Herro better starting on this roster? I've said it many times before, you guys, and I'll say it again. My dream lineup, what I think would be perfect for this Miami Heat team: Kel'el Ware at the center, Bam Adebayo moving to his natural position at the power forward, Jimmy at the small forward, Haywood Highsmith as the shooting guard to have your prolific defender out there, Terry Rozier starting at the point guard. You have Tyler Herro coming off the bench as the sixth man for any of those players. He can come off for almost any of those players, and you can adjust the roster. You have Jaime Jaquez as your Swiss Army knife. You have Nikola Jovic, who comes out for either Bam Adebayo or Kel'el Ware as a three-headed big man roster. And you also have Duncan Robinson as your sniper coming off the bench. In my opinion, that's probably the best nine-man rotation that he can put out there. And let's not forget, you also have guys like Kevin Love, Alec Burks, and Josh Richardson. 3 veterans that, when called upon, can give you something special. But in my opinion, this Miami Heat team, if they have Tyler Herro fully healthy, if Tyler Herro commits to changing his game or coming off the bench as the sixth man, I strongly feel that this Miami Heat team will have a shot not only to go far in the season, but potentially win an NBA championship. I'm not deluded. I'm not crazy. On paper, this team can be one of the best in the East. They just have to be healthy, and guys have to know their roles. Tyler Herro, in my opinion, you guys, is probably going to come with a big chip on his shoulder. You saw that he cut his hair. You saw that he's mean mugging. I'm pretty sure, I'm sure he's hearing everybody. He hears everybody saying that he doesn't deserve to start, saying that he's trash. I'm sure that he's seeing all the trade rumors. He's been dealing with it every season since he was a rookie. Every offseason, Tyler Herro's name gets called into question. It's because he's the third player, the number 3 guy. They're always the one that gets rumored for trades. So I want to hear what you think, Heat fans. Do you think that Tyler Herro can help this Miami Heat team win a championship? And what level do you feel that Tyler Herro needs to change his game? Do you think that the Heat can win with Tyler Herro starting? Or do you feel he needs to come off the bench as the sixth man? Let me know in the comments what you think, you guys. Don't forget to like the video. Do not forget to subscribe to the channel as we push for 5,000 subscribers. And for those people that think I'm hating on Tyler Herro, I got jerseys of Tyler Herro. He's my guy. I love me some Tyler Herro. I just want him to commit to the team and put another year on that banner. So thank you so much for your time, guys. Enjoy your Friday. I hope you enjoy your weekend. Your boy Ernest out, and that is enough said. Yeah, buddy. Let's go.